The man authorities believe is responsible for killing 10 people at a ballroom dance hall is no longer a threat. Investigators say 72-year-old Hu Can Tran opened fire inside that crowded ballroom in Monterey Park after 10 p.m. on Saturday.
Additional units requested, multiple victims, gunshot wounds.
5 men and 5 women were killed and 10 others wounded. Witnesses inside described the confusing chaos, initially mistaking the gunfire for celebratory fireworks. Outside, emergency crews treated the wounded in a nearby parking lot and transported others to area hospitals. It happened in one of the largest Asian American communities in the country, about 7 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Earlier Saturday, thousands were at a festival to celebrate the Lunar New Year, including Amber Clements.
You were a few blocks away, and what did you hear?
It was 6 continuous shots.
Tran had been a familiar face at the Star Ballroom Dance Studio in Monterey Park, though it's unclear how often he visited recently, 3 people who knew him told CNN. While investigators have not yet determined a motive, they say this may not have been the gunman's only target. Just 20 minutes after fleeing the first scene, the armed shooter went to a different ballroom dance hall. The sheriff says 2 people inside wrestled the weapon away from him, and he ran.
He was disarmed by 2 community members who I consider to be heroes because they saved lives.
It took more than 12 hours for officers to locate the elderly suspect inside this white van about 30 miles away from the crime scene. Tactical teams breaking through the van's windows, finding the suspect behind the wheel with a fatal self-inflicted gunshot wound. Overnight, authorities carrying out a search warrant of the suspect's home, the shooting leaving his neighbors shocked.
Well, he was kept to himself. You just don't know day to day who's who and what's what.
Authorities trying to reassure the community there is no threat anymore.
You are no longer in danger because this shooter is gone.
But the aftershocks are still being felt.
I tried to reach them. I didn't get any answer.
This woman was searching for a friend who had visited the ballroom before, worried she may be one of the victims. 10 lives ended while out to celebrate a new beginning.
They are family to us. We've known, some of them have been here for 30 years.
Right now, 7 people remain in the hospital. 3 have been released, which is a bit of good news here. Investigators say they found a handgun in the suspect's van, and they also say that the gun that was taken by others at that second ballroom location was a semi-automatic assault pistol, which they note is not legal to have here in the state of California. Authorities also believe that the license plates on that white van were stolen, and they do tell us that it's going to take months before they have many answers on what happened here. No motive yet. Back to you, Hoda Savannah.
Yeah, Kate, thank you very much. As this investigation moves forward, many in the community are just starting to come to grips with what happened. And joining us now is Monterey Park Mayor Henry Lowe. Mr. Mayor, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
We now have the identity of the suspect. I know how close-knit your community is. Have you learned anything more about him? Did people in your community know of him? Is there anything that indicates what might possibly have motivated this?
Well, thank you very much. Right now we're still trying to determine the motive behind the shooting. We do understand that he may have had a history of visiting this dance hall, and perhaps motivation has to do with some personal relationships, but that's something that I think investigators are still uncovering and investigating, and we'll probably find out more in the preceding hours or ahead, or even days ahead of us.
Yeah, there were reports that I read that said his ex-wife said he was quick to anger. We were just talking about the weapon there. Is there any indication how he was able to get that weapon, given that it's illegal?
Unfortunately, we are still also waiting for the investigation to yield answers as to how this illegal weapon was obtained.
What about the victims? We have 10 families who are grieving this morning, 10 other people who were injured in that shooting. Have you talked to any of the victims? What have they been saying and telling you about what transpired?
We have not had a chance, at least I have not had a chance to speak to the victims yet because the authorities are still also, well, they have not released the names of the victims yet, but in Monterey Park we have established a crisis resource center at our senior center, and we've been treating the victims as those their loved ones who are in need of crisis care during this time.
All right, well, our hearts are with you and the community in this unspeakable act. Mayor Henry Lowe of Monterey Park, thank you. And a programming note, Lester will be there in Monterey Park. He will anchor NBC Nightly News from the scene later this evening.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.